Live. Pilot mode engaged.
Go.
What's up, everyone? I am SheWolf, known as the First Lady of Xbox, and of course, the community PR. This week, I am your host of the 30th episode of the Console Corner. On last week's show, we talked tons about the PlayStation 4 Slim rumors, record customization, and so much more. Make sure you go and check that show out if you haven't already. This week, we will be talking indie games of Hue, giving out some game codes, so make sure you watch for that, BioShock Remaster, and so much more. Is everyone excited? I know I am. Please make sure that everybody subscribes and follows if you have not, and make sure you follow and subscribe everybody on this panel, as they are all great gamers. And a huge thank you to everyone who is joining us in the chat tonight, whether you are on Beam or whether you are on YouTube. We appreciate each and every one of you. So let's introduce our great panel of gamers, one who is more of family than actually guest nowadays, and that is Crap Gamer.
Yeah, that's right. You were like, are you excited? I know I am. You didn't give me enough time to answer. I was going to be like, yeah, I'm excited.
Like, you could have just jumped in.
Yeah, I was going to. You didn't give me enough time. You short-spaced me. You were like, everybody excited? Good! Great! Yeah, it's really nice to be here. I'm happy to be kicking it with a completely hardcore gaming-related podcast. I don't do any casual podcasts, just so you guys know.
Hell no. Who does
If I'm
that?
on a podcast, you know it's hardcore, and so I am on a hardcore gaming podcast, and I'm happy to be kicking it with you guys. It's always fun, so thanks for having me on. Unbanning me for the night.
Hell yeah.
You're never banned.
I know.
Alright, so let's move on to our regular members of the Console Corner, and first up we have BrewtalKnight.
What's up, everybody? Super excited to be here. You know, I'm just sitting here casually drinking my beer, casually sitting in my seat. Just casually relaxing, getting ready for this casual podcast. So let's get going.
Dress casual too?
Oh, I always dress casual. I'm in
Yeah.
boxers. That's it.
Brutal. Why don't you remind everyone how sexy this podcast is?
Oh, what you mean? You mean sometimes when I'm sitting back drinking some of this whiskey, you know I'm always watching that Console Corner, baby.
Okay, anyways, we are officially now moving on to the next person on the panel, and that's Lady Foxfire, before it gets too creepy in here.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out.
Everybody.
And hey, I do this all day.
All day.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, anyways, so okay, next up we have the Governor, GKB.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the casualist, non-casualist. I don't even know where I'm going with this right now, but anyway, we've got hashtag facts all the time on this podcast, so it's going to be a great show. I can't wait. Let's get into some cool topics.
There needs to be a gunshot sound in this thing.
Definitely, and like I said, welcome to the 30th episode of the Casual Corner. Corner, everybody.
Casual corner?
Anyways, so moving on. First, let's get. Wait, hold on.
Laughing too much right now.
Yeah. Okay. So, everyone in the chat, whether you're on Twitter, whether you're in Beam, you're on YouTube, or hey, even at the bottom of the ocean, make sure you get us those questions so we can answer them at the end of the show. Now, let's go into the week of the clip of the week.
This is awesome.
Going backwards.
We're doing so awesome today.
I know.
All right, everybody. So we love the community so much. We wanted to showcase some of the greatest gaming moments you guys give us each week. And this week's winner is Mr. Solo Dolo. Mr. Solo Dolo 11B. I think it's 11 Bravo, like 11 Bang Bang or something. But with his epic sniper kills in Halo, let's go ahead and check it out. He straight wrecks some dudes here. Pretty awesome.
Ready on the shotgun.
Xbot, I want to see some of this, bro. Sweet. Sweet.
I don't see anything, so.
Aw, it's cool. Let it play one more time so everybody can see
there
it
it
one more
goes.
time.
Now I see it.
Yeah, I watched that. That clip. That shit was awesome.
He wrecks these dudes in the truck. Ooh.
Yeah, he does.
Awesome. So yeah, again, congrats to Mr. Solo Dolo 11B. You are this week's awesome winner, game clip epic whateverness. Really appreciate your submissions, man. Everybody, get us your epic clips, and we will be featured on the console corner.
I had a good one slapping SheWolf around from Saturday.
Why didn't you bring it in, bro?
I should have. I would, and I got to edit it down because it starts off with me dying first, and then showing my pathetic score, and then I go into this epic.
Well, we could have cut it for you.
Yeah, and then I go into this epic kill where I like snuck up behind her and like killed her, like this.
All right. Well, I'll pull it. I'll pull it off of your account, and I'll make sure that it's submitted for next week.
Hell yeah, it's beastly. It's kind of mean, I guess. I don't know. But that was a good clip, so congrats to whoever that guy was.
Hell yeah.
Definitely. All right, so as we always do, of course, we ask each and every one of these gamers, what have you been playing this week? So let's start off with, of course, Crack Gamer.
Oh, damn. That was unexpected. What the hell have I been playing?
On the spot.
I played the Titanfall 2 tech test, the second one or whatever. It felt a little bit better, but not a whole shit ton better. It was just really, I don't know. Like, they can speed that game up as much as they want. It feels like the maps and stuff, and they added a new map, but it felt like more camp tastic than even the other ones. Mm-hmm. So like, no matter how much they speed up the game now, it's just gonna be filled with like people camping and things like that. So I don't know, that game might be a lost cause at this point. I probably will still end up getting it. Maybe play the campaign. It could grow on me, but at the end of the day, Battlefield 1's looking more and more appealing. Obviously, Call of Duty 4 Remastered, Gears 4. I'll have plenty to keep me busy. I could always get it later or early next year and be all right. You know what I mean? So I've been playing that. I did get Doom, but I installed it and I haven't had a chance to play it yet. But I'm really looking forward to playing that. And let me think. I've been playing the Turing Test. Have you guys heard about that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we heard about it.
Yeah, dude,
I haven't played it yet, though.
I cannot wait to get that game.
I've been playing it. I'm going to review it. And also Deus Ex. I've been playing through some of that as well. I've been trying to get through that to review it. That's actually, considering, like, here's the thing, right? I'm not a fan of that series, really. So for me to say that it's actually pretty good, except for the hacking stuff, like, I'm shit at that. Like, I just die, and then eventually just luck my way into doing whatever. But I actually like that they give you so many different options for each part of the game. So I'm really kind of enjoying that. So those are the things that I've been kind of really enjoying right now. So looking forward to the Battlefield 1 test. I think it's open beta tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty awesome. I got to play a little bit of it, but I'll talk about that after. So, next up, let's see what Brutal's been playing this week.
Well, I started the week off playing a little bit of Titanfall from Grace myself, and then I also got into some Hue, which is a great game. We'll get into that later if you guys haven't already heard a ton about it. But I played Turn On. I finished that game, and I put in for a code, but I never got my code for Battlefield 1, so I'll be looking forward to playing that tomorrow as well.
Awesome. What about you, Fox?
I was going to say to Brutal, that was a good stream he did, Turn On.
Thanks.
That was fun. And, so yeah, I've been playing some Halo with the community and with my friends, so that was pretty cool. I played Hue, which is awesome, it's beautiful. And, of course, Battlefield beta today with SheWolf and xBot a little bit. I'm not even going to mention Titanfall. I mean, I played it, but yeah.
What about you, GKB?
Yeah, I played Hue just like everybody else is saying. We did an interview with the developer. We also got a review up for that. I played Livelock, which is really cool, like a Diablo type kind of game. I think the review is dropping tomorrow on that. What else did I play? What was that castle when I was playing SheWolf? Was it Storm Castle or something?
Yeah.
This terrible game that SheWolf made me play
for
like 4 hours. I forgot the name of it.
I saw you playing it. You didn't like it that much?
Oh god, it was terrible. It was like just a text game. It was just and not even in a good way. Like, what else did I play? Played the tech test for Titanfall 2, and played some Battlefield 1, which is really, really good. I'm pretty stoked about that game.
Awesome. And of course, I have been playing Hue. I have been playing, God, freaking Titanfall 2 tech test. Anyways,
I like how you pause and just like, I gotta say this again.
I'm disappointed. And I have been playing a few other indie games like Livelock. Hue was an amazing one though, and we got some codes of that for you all, given to us by Henry Hoffman, the guy and developer of Hue, who we actually had an interview with last week. So make sure you check that out. Yeah, he's the guy. No, I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, so, and of course I'm playing the Battlefield 1 beta, so yep, that's about that gist of it. With that being said, we are going to move into, I don't know, is this supposed to be the news segment?
Are you okay tonight? You're like...
No, because for some reason my thingy says...
Yeah, we're going to do the news?
Oh no, it's just the paper that... Okay, it's the news segment.
All right, what's up, everybody? We're going to go ahead and do the news. We got a couple of topics we wanted to talk about. First up, Peter Moore had an interview with Eurogamer and made some statements about if there will be even press conferences anymore, and the horizon doesn't look too much likely. We're not saying next year or anything like that, but who knows? I want to go ahead and see what everyone thinks about like the future of press conferences. Do you think his statement holds any water? Do you think that's not going to be a thing?
I mean, I can kind of see that a little bit, especially with Gamescom that just happened, and it's kind of like, what? I didn't see anything until I went online and looked for it. But another part of me feels like maybe he's just saying that because the EA conference wasn't very good, so I don't know.
To be fair, is the EA conference ever really good?
Well,
I'm just saying.
I personally love hours on end of FIFA, so, but I think it
was fun having some weird old manager on there talking about soccer who nobody in America knows who the hell it was for like 20 minutes. I'm like, yeah, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's when I went to get my snacks.
I think it's a good move, man, honestly. Like, if that... I don't know. I don't see press conferences going completely away because I don't think that hands-on, like, more demo feel applies to the media that doesn't really play games per se. Like the people that are like the big media corporations that want to get that are just there, that have a reporter there just to get their story. I don't think that's going to apply to them as well. But having this more like fan base, like I think he said, like quote unquote, like social media, like influencers, like putting the game towards their customers and the gamers more, I think will have a bigger impact, because I think a lot of the gamers, like in this community, for example, like they take the word from a gamer more seriously than they do from like big media outlets, I think. And I think that's a good way to start moving, but I can't see press conferences completely going out. I don't think that will happen.
No, but I could see like they have like these little media, like closed off media events that like Microsoft or Sony like pull some people out, and then like during E3 or Gamescom, it's just all like a stream. I mean, I could see us get to that point.
Yeah, I'd like
for
to
sure.
see like a bigger stream type, more interactive presentation.
Really, I think they should change it more
Nintendo-
like how Gamescom does it, and just have like it open to like the gamers, and actually turn it into a fun faction, and have like the press conferences like that, where you get like these cosplayers and everything else like that. Just get like everything, because those are always big and are always jam packed with people.
Yeah.
You just described PAX, basically.
You're
right?
saying there's a lack of booth babes now. Basically,
Sure.
that's what you're saying.
Why
Nice to
not?
see the
We need
ladies.
bunnies.
I agree 100%.
Yeah. You gotta get them teas.
in a non creepy way.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
when you see like people go into like these conferences and stuff, you kind of always hear them talking like, "Oh, I had to wait in line for like 5 hours to play this one game." Like that's almost a whole day for people. Like, me, I would rather see it like, let's do a streaming event, and you know all these demos that they build for these events anyway. Why don't they just have them as like a download on your console or whatever your preferred platform is, and go ahead and play them like that. Gets people, gets people playing them. You still can stream the conferences. Cheaper.
Only if they can make it work, because half of the time they're running on PC up there, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, there's
He's got a good point on that.
True.
I don't want them to go away. I love seeing, what's coming out. I love seeing the streams. I like seeing them on stage showing stuff off, even with the bad acting. I don't care. Show me all of it. And yeah, if they want to have bigger if they want to have bigger places for the fans to come out, like PAX and then Gamescom, that's fine too. Just I kind of want to see like a big show about it, so I know that this day I'm going to see a whole bunch of games that I like or that I'm looking forward to. So yeah.
Hey, PAX seems like a better thing for gamers to actually get a chance to play games than, say, E3, in my opinion. But I do think that you could get away with doing something like what Nintendo does with their directs. I think those are kind of cool. But I do think that you still need a way to advertise to the hardcore, and we're online and we watch these things. So I definitely don't see those going away.
Yeah. Agreed.
Interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. I know this kind of like got me hyped when I saw this too. Like Phil Spencer went to like Twitter and stating that the Scorpio games are looking pretty good. He likes where they're headed. I wanted to ask you guys, like, do you guys think this is just like PR speak? Are they actually working on stuff at this point? Since he kind of just said, hey, they just got the dev kits and stuff like that. I don't know. What is your guys' take on what he was saying?
I think it has to be a mix of both, man.
Well, okay. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Crap.
Go ahead. Oh, you know what? I was just gonna say of course it's PR speak as well. You know what I mean? And I agree. I think it's kind of both. Obviously, he's gonna say that they're looking good. What is he gonna say? Hey, man, those Scorpio games are sure looking like shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So
I more meant like along the lines of like
they're looking good.
Yeah, he didn't really like show any of the games. He kind of just showed like a promo of the Scorpio. So we always talk about like, don't start like showing stuff until you're ready to show stuff. So I'm kind of like that too with like talking is like, just don't say anything. And we already know like Microsoft messaging hasn't been the greatest. They're definitely doing a hell of a lot better now. But yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I like what they're doing now.
Absolutely.
Except for Record.
You know what?
Don't start with that, bro.
You know what? Yeah, Recore is an interesting situation. I think they're trying to go with word of mouth and things like that. Just to word of mouth. I don't even think that's the thing. But anyway,
Are you eating them Starburst?
I was, but
He got caught.
yeah.
Oh.
So I think that what they're doing is keeping Scorpio relevant by talking about it a little bit. That way, no matter what Sony does here on the 7th, it's probably not going to be enough. So you still want to hear people to have that Scorpio thing whispering in their ear, all sexily like Scorpio. Just because.
Sexily.
Just because Sony's going to try to steal some thunder on the 7th, and we know this. And so Phil Spencer probably. I mean, they seem smart. Like, you know what I mean? I know it's going to transition into some other stuff, but when your big racing franchise goes gold the day the competition delays theirs, that's huge. So I'm really looking forward to seeing, hearing more about the Scorpio games and things like that. I know that we're going to be hearing a lot more about it in the coming months. So I'm excited.
Same here, man. Anybody else?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, I think that they're really confident in what the Scorpio is going to do, especially with the power that, because we know the specs and stuff, but I think it's all PR. I mean, he's just trying to get that hype train going, that's all.
Yeah, I agree. Trying to get that hype train going. So as Crapcart already alluded to, our next topic we want to talk about in the news, keep this train rolling, is it looks like Gran Turismo Sport is going to be delayed till next year sometime. The dev states it's in order to perfect the experience.
Hold on, Crap, you're in here and you have no sounds.
And
I'm getting there. There we go.
Finally.
to like download
Wait
them
for
every
it.
single time.
Wait for it. There it is.
Minutes later.
Wait for it.
So, what did everybody think about the delay of Gran Turismo?
I'm not surprised.
You guys go first. I want to go last.
Alright, well, I'm going to jump in here quickly because I didn't really comment on the other one. And truthfully, I'm not surprised. There's been so many delays this year that it's almost like, it's not even just PlayStation, it's just like games in general. There's been so many delays, and I'm really not surprised that this one's being delayed either.
I think it sucks because I think a lot of people were looking forward to the last Guardian Turismo Sport as a racing game this holiday, and now everybody is getting fucked again. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, fucking keep rooting for it, though, I guess. And fucking, I gotta say something though, dude. Like, these people that are fucking saying that are getting pissed, saying that Forza, the people that are saying that Forza is dominating the racing genre. Like, fuck yourself. Like, Forza Horizon 3 and the whole Forza, like, franchise in general is absolutely dominating the racing genre right now. Like, I don't, like, you can't argue with that. That game is fucking gorgeous. It has way more options for it. I mean, I personally like Horizons better than Forza, but that's just me. But it gives a lot of utility. Now, Gran Turismo Sport has a cool feature in it that I was reading about, but it's a 2-year-long process. They have a 2-year-long championship series in that game.
Whoa.
2 years.
Forever long.
That's forever long, for sure.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, it's an ambitious project, but I think that's kind of reaching, don't you?
Yeah, for sure.
From what I see in
I
the
don't
game,
think anybody will be playing Gran Turismo after the first like couple months. To be honest with you, it only has like 136 cars or something.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Really? That's pretty pathetic when you have like Forza and everything else that come out with like 400 cars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not and usually Gran Turismo games come out with a lot. Okay, granted, most of them are like previous gen renders and stuff. Like, they were still planning on using PS2 renders for the newest game. You know, but obviously this, had Gran Turismo sells well overseas. Had these games not done as well, then I think anybody would have cut that studio off long ago. And if the PS4 is so easy to develop for, why has every big AAA exclusive been delayed? Every one of them has been delayed to some degree, whether it be a month, whether it be 6 months. You know, the Order 1886, Bloodborne, Uncharted multiple times, Gran Turismo Sport, Drive Club, even Ratchet and Clank. All these games have been delayed. You know what I mean?
Last
Like,
Guardian's
when is this
been delayed
greatness
for
coming?
what, 7 years?
It's delay after
7
delay
years.
after delay.
Big shout out
Exactly.
to the 80
Even
people
No Man's
watching
Sky.
us. Thank you, everybody.
Hell yeah.
Hey, that's
Sorry.
a hardcore shout out.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you. I appreciate
Hashtag
it.
facts.
Yeah.
Hardcore the shit
Yes,
out of that
hashtag-
like up button, too.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys gotta whore the like button. That's what you gotta do. Give them a thumbing. But yeah, like, you know what? This game, they said it was only 50%. They said it was only 50% finished when they announced it was coming out this year, and I'm like, there's no way that game's gonna make release the way that these guys are saying that it is. And they put it into like their big holiday game, and I'm like, that's, you know, something off about that. So now, what's their big holiday game? They have nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it seems to me that they get cold feet when it comes to releasing their racing games when Forza starts coming out, because there's always a lot of positive stuff around Forza. And let's be honest, those guys, both Turn 10 and Playground Games, know what they're doing. And, you know, they get a lot of critical praise and things like that. And then from the early reports were that Gran Turismo Sport wasn't looking good, it wasn't playing
Wasn't
good.
running good, yeah.
It had lack of content. Yeah, it wasn't running good. A lot of frame rate issues and things like that. So, you know, they're pushing it back. The thing that really bugs me is that this is another year where Sony will not have anything of note for the holidays, and yet they're going to want to try to sell people a bunch of new hardware. You know, they're
Yeah,
going to want
what's
to sell
that?
you a Slim or a Neo or a VR, but you have no games to sell people. And I think that people are finally starting to see, even though I always say this, that Sony's not all they're cracked up to be. They're having, if you can admit that there's a problem with their first party output right now, then I think that there's really an issue with, that's a you issue. You know what I mean? Because I think that Sony has really dropped the ball where the exclusives are concerned, especially coming off the PS3, which I wasn't a huge PS3 fan, but they had a lot of good exclusives because I have damn near 100 of them.
Which,
You know?
bringing that
So
out, I'm
the
kind of
fact-
curious, though. Like, when it comes to, the games coming out this fall, do you think that there actually could be a chance that Rise of the Tomb Raider for PlayStation 4 might actually get delayed?
I
Um,
doubt it.
hope to
I don't
God
know
that
why it would. I mean, it's already
I doubt
built,
it.
so
Yeah, it's already done.
if
I'm just
that-
saying, it's just, the way that they're going and stuff. But they still have
That
for
would suck.
at least the holiday. They have,
third party has like been releasing pretty decently on that. It's just like their first party stuff just always getting delayed. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I grew up with like racing games, Gran Turismo, as well Need for Speed, Project Gotham Racer, everything like that. And once I got to Forza, it's really hard to go back to other ones. And when I saw the gameplay for Gran Turismo Sport, I wasn't impressed at all. There was times where it looked pretty good, and other times where it looked really bad, and I didn't understand like what was going on with that. And supposedly they were going to work on.
I was gonna say real quick,
I was
Fox,
like,
what
what?
they do is they show you like the replay footage, which looks better than the actual in-game footage. You know what I mean? Like that's
Oh
a
yeah,
little
I heard
trick
they
that
have a
Sony and
special.
Gran
Yeah, they
Turismo
have a
does.
special thing for that as well. So you can make special footage
Yeah.
and special pictures as well. So yeah. With all that
Yeah.
said, I mean, they even said they were going to work on the sound, which Gran Turismo, to me, always has shitty sound compared to Forza. And I was looking forward to seeing how that is. And it's kind of like, no, we're not ready. Taking it back. And I feel like they're just scared because of what happened in No Man's Sky. So they know this game is not, ready.
That's
So
a good
they're
point.
just pulling it back.
Good point. I wish they would do that with Titanfall. Ugh,
yeah.
Oh shit.
just delay that thing. Urgh.
Yeah, I would happily welcome a delay on Titanfall if that meant we'd get a better game.
Yeah. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and give it back to SheWolf. We're going to go into our game topics for the night.
which pretty much everyone has already started to talk about as, of course, here comes Take Two, as the Titanfall 2 tech test comes up with a second weekend where they actually came out and admitted the game was slower, that they were going to speed it up for all the people who have been complaining. However, partially in my mind, I kind of think that they just told people that to see if people would come out and say, oh, hey, we felt something different, and then ended up actually not feeling something different. But hey, whatever. They apparently did it, and so what was everyone's thoughts on the Take Two on Tech Test Titanfall 2?
It felt the same.
I
In
think
my
it-
opinion, it felt exactly the same.
I don't think the speed on ground or anything changed, but
No.
I think the wall running speed definitely felt like a little bit crisper.
And jumping through the air and stuff felt a little bit faster too.
Like if you can utilize I think a lot of people have said this, but I think the grappling hook is being overemphasized, and I think that it's being relied on to maintain that fluidity. We kind of touched on this on Blam's show last week about, well, at least this is what I mentioned last week about the grappling hook is, if you use it right, you really do get a fluid experience, but that shouldn't be something that you rely on for your core mechanics or your gameplay.
What about you, Crap? How did you feel about the tech test?
You know what? I played that. You guys saw. I played it with you guys a lot, but I also played the second tech test by myself a bit, and I played it like Call of Duty, and it was easy to slap people that way. You know, just hide behind shit, pop out, surprise, motherfuckers, and kill them, and they're like, whoa, you know what I mean? Get 20, 25 kills. But I don't want to play Titanfall like that. That is lame. You know, nobody was using their Titans. Hardly using their Titans. It's like auto Titans or whatever. It's hard to get the Titans. The maps are too open and too big. There's not really a way to string together wall running and like running off the rooftops and things like that. So I thought that they really took away the core mechanic of what Titanfall is all about. And I even did a video about it because GKB brought it up. I still think they dumbed it down way too much to appeal to Call of Duty and PS4 players. And I stand by that. You know, after I did that video, I must have gotten 50 messages on Xbox Live. They're like, I'm glad you said it because I was thinking the same thing, crap.
I know, right?
They really dumbed it down. Yeah. They really dumbed it down. It seems like they were trying to appeal to that, that massive 40 plus million supposed alleged install base of the PS4 owners. You know what I mean? So I think that that's a mistake. You these companies do this a lot. I can remember Dead Rising 1 on the Xbox 360, and then they go for that bigger install base by doing the second one on PS3 as well, and it doesn't work as good. I think the first one outsold the second one, even though it was multi-plat. So I think that just because you're doing something on multiple platforms doesn't always mean that it's going to sell better when they try to dumb these things down or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you're going for that mass audience, and I think that you can lose the soul of a game. And Titanfall was a really special game, and it came out, and I remember just having some unbelievable times on it, and we still do. We still play it. And to see the second one kind of be what it is just a little bit depressing.
And the funny part about that
I never
is
thought I'd be
everybody sat there and
like,
actually said that, oh, we're wrong. It's not slower. It's just us. But then they came out and actually admitted the game was slower. They slowed it down. So it's like, people who actually have been playing Titanfall 1 did notice this, but there were so many trying to fight it, saying that we were wrong, and that actually kind of aggravated me quite a bit.
Yeah, big shout out to the
like, we didn't know
91
what the
people
hell
watching
we're
us right
talking
now.
about.
Hell yeah. I think
hey, I find that a little, just real quick, I find that a little bit offensive. People are like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, I can know when a fucking placebo is. When they're like, oh, we sped it up a lot, we fixed it a lot, and I'm sitting there playing, I'm like, no, same shit as last week. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell a little bit, but I'm not going to sit there and believe that they changed that much with it. You know what I mean? They change a little bit, and then, to try to appease people, but it still doesn't flow. So, you know what I mean? I think that Titanfall 2 is going to be a game that I might skip or play. I might just play the 10-hour thing or whatever, and I don't know, see if they do any kind of decent changes. If that really is an alpha build, maybe I'll see the actual full build and then make a decision at that point. But I'm not sure that I'm all on board for pre-ordering it yet.
Yeah, like, that's kind of, like, we were getting a lot of messages too, crap about, like, do we like it, what's going on, and they were asking, we're gonna buy it day one and all that kind of stuff, and I was saying the same thing. I was like, at this point, from what I've played in the 2 tech tests, I'm waiting for the 10-hour EA access to see if anything changes, and if it hasn't, I'm probably gonna pass on that. And it really pains me to say that, because I think all of us on this panel are like huge Titanfall fans, and
oh yeah, for sure.
I just don't like where they're putting it more towards like a COD type game. Like Crap was saying, it's a really special thing, Titanfall 1. I don't understand where they were getting the feedback from that all this stuff needed to change, because I do think they ripped the heart and soul out of Titanfall and given us just a shell of a game at this point. So,
do you guys think? Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just gonna ask. Do you guys think that this I can't. Is it bounty or like the bank game mode? I can't think of
it's
the
bounty.
actual title. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that? I think that game mode kind of lends itself to to encourage camping. I mean, there's 2 fixed points for an extended amount of time, and I mean, I think that game mode slows it down a lot. I really want this game to be good, and I'm definitely still gonna pick it up. I think there's just some things between the mechanics and even like the customization of your characters as far as your loadouts go and things like that could be fixed.
Absolutely. Like, I mean, they took most of the customization away. I mean, Titanfall 1 didn't really have much, but at least you can change like your Titan's weapons and all this kind of stuff. Like,
right.
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand why I can't use like Scorch or Ion stuff on a different frame. It's not really going to hurt anything. It's just a different. If I want to be less armor and faster, like, why can't I do that?
I want to bitch about something that I did earlier as well, which is the cloak. Everybody started off with that ability on the first one, and you hide from Titans. This one, it's so open, the Titans just kick the shit out of you. There's no cloak until like level 15 or like a bazillion points or whatever it is to unlock it.
It seems like a bazillion.
Yeah, so I never got it, and I played both, and I never leveled up enough to get it. Not only that, but it was good for when you're Titan and you had to eject. and then you were invisible for that. Now you go invisible. I got picked off a lot of the times when I ejected from Titans and shit, just because you know what I mean. They can see you. I didn't like it, and they took away the burn cards, which I really loved. The burn cards, that was one of my favorite parts. Titanfall.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? You actually talking about the whole like cloaking thing. For how much they opened up these maps to allow Titans to actually pretty much see everywhere a pilot is now, you need that cloak. And I usually use sonar, but they even ruined that by allowing everybody to see when this sonar is thrown. You can see everybody's characters, and it's like, well, that wasn't the purpose. The purpose was for me to see who is near me, not for everybody to see at the same time. And that's all people use.
Over 101 watching right now. Should we drop a
what's up,
code?
guys?
Wow,
yeah.
thank you, everybody. We love you all.
Let's drop a code.
You should drop a code.
Let's drop a
Love
code.
you all. All right, we are
While we talk
officially
about Titanfall.
dropping.
Keep your eyes on that chat.
Y'all better be quick.
It is for the
Which chat?
Hue game.
Which chat?
We're going
Uh,
to YouTube.
Yeah, it's gonna be YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta tell the peoples.
We're going 5, 3. Up.
There it is. Get it. Get it.
Get it! Code drop!
Yeah, but
Tell us
when
who got
comes when it comes to Titanfall, like, I just wanted the game to stay the same, and then I wanted a campaign, and they couldn't even do that right, which is so weird to me. And at the same time, what Crap was saying about the burn cards, I didn't really care for them in the first game. I mean, I used them here and there.
Blasphemy.
But now that I play the second one, I really miss them.
I know,
now. And I'm
right?
like, hey, they were there because maybe I didn't use them all the time, but when I did, they were necessary, and now I don't have them, so I really miss them now. And the only thing I am still looking forward to, like I said, is a campaign, but I could wait until this game is like $40, $30, and then I can pick it up.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys this real quick. Like, had they just kept the core mechanic the same, added the grappling hook, which everybody should get. It shouldn't be a class-based thing. I think everybody should just have the fucking grappling hook. You kept burn cards, did the campaign. You know what I mean?
Oh wow, sounds
add
like a
the
dream game.
Yeah, add the kick slide, but keep it the fast-paced way that it was. I think everybody would be on board and say, hell yeah, that's a way where you improve a game without drastically, because they're falling into exactly what killed Call of Duty, in my opinion, which was they kept trying to add more and more shit to where it was like really, really like difficult to follow, in my opinion. And it's not to that point yet, but I can see it getting that way. Like for me, when I go back and I can play Black Ops 1 on the multiplayer, and you can design your own stuff, and it has like all your analytics of what you're doing and shit, that's cool. And then like by the time it got to the other ones, I could never even figure out what the hell to do. I just basically had this basic setup, and you know what I mean? I could never change anything or do anything. I was just like, they kept on adding so much stuff that it got really kind of annoying.
And that's funny because it's really funny you say that, because I actually want to do a video of Titanfall 2 and Call of Duty Black Ops 3, because people keep saying that, it's not the same game, it's not the same game. But guess what? Slide is the same. The tactics where you actually have to pick what you are is the same. You can either be like the closer, you could be whatever, but then you can either have the war machine or you could have like the blades. You're set to strict tactics in both these games. You both wall run. You both boost and hover and whatnot. Like, they are pretty much the exact same.
Yeah.
Heck, the maps even look almost the same.
Oh shit, it's the same goddamn game. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What did they do?
It's like, well, Call of Duty turn around and copy Titanfall, with
they
the whole
copy each
exosuits.
other to
Exactly.
the day they die.
They are. They're going to keep going back and forth. Heck, they even put a pilot versus pilot with no Titans. The game's called Titanfall.
But they have no team deathmatch, so
Yeah.
like to me that blows my mind.
And
you know what I
attrition?
mean?
Where the fuck are you? I mean, really?
That's what he's talking
Seriously.
about. They took it out.
Yeah, I hate that.
Attrition is team deathmatch. Like that is the most accessible, because if you don't have a team and you just want to play by yourself, like you're screwed. Like that bank thing is full of campers that camp the bank. You know what I mean? Like the other ones are like amped, whatever the hell that is, hardpoint. That's domination. You need a team or you get slapped around. So basically you're just screwed. You got to play you got to play pilot versus pilot, which is lame. It's just Call of Duty, or I don't know. I mean, to me, they're dropping the ball, and it's a shame, because it was probably my most anticipated
Same
game,
here,
or
man.
one
It
of them.
was. It
Yeah.
was my complete. Okay, it was my complete anticipated game. I could have cared less about all the other games. I wanted
now?
this game.
And now?
I don't know. I'm so
baby.
turned about it because well, yeah, I want Recore now because like I loved Titanfall 1. It was the base of the games. It wasn't COD. It wasn't anything. And then Call of Duty copied Titanfall 1, which is where this all started. Well, I guess Destiny kind of goes in there and kind of copied as well, but Destiny's kind of more with the Division, I guess. Well, it's kind of more with the the Division, so those two games can kind of sit in the back. But like Titanfall started everything, like the futuristic stuff, and then Call of Duty with Advanced Warfare turned around and started copying them first with the whole exosuits and stuff like that. And then, of course, it just, I don't know, they just started blending in together now with the release of Titanfall 2, and it's just, I don't know, I'm so conflicted about it.
Yeah.
Yep, they dropped the ball like Crap said, but I think they also kicked it on the way.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what, guys? There is a game that has not disappointed, that has been the whole complete hype, that we are extremely excited for. I am not much of a racer, but guess what? I am damn well sure we're going to be playing this game. We officially are going to be seeing the Forza Horizon 3 demo was leaked for September 12th, which is pretty interesting because Forza Horizon is bringing out a demo for you where Sony's is delaying. So,
I was like, whoa.
Kind of sucks for that. Well, I was going to say...
very dramatic pause.
I know. I was gonna. I think I was gonna end up calling it like the wrong game, but either way, and it's kind of funny because Forza Horizon is not gonna have Volkswagen vehicles this year, so it's kind of.
Does anybody really play
I
them?
never use Volkswagens anyway.
I'm sure
does anybody really use
I'm sure
them?
people enjoyed it. So, what do you guys think about the demo leaks?
I think it's
awesome.
They
cool.
always do a demo because their games are hot. You know what I mean? Like they're good, and they know they're good. So when you have a good game, usually you're gonna get a demo with that. So I'm excited to actually dive into the demo, and maybe I'll do a Forza Horizon 3 demo versus GT Sport demo.
Ooh.
I think that could be something right there. So.
Oh shit, we gotta wait years for that.
You don't even have to make. You don't even have to make a video for the GT Sport demo.
Exactly. Haven't you guys seen? I did a backwards compatibility test versus video.
Black screen.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it'd be pretty easy.
Yes,
Nice.
I love that video.
And that Warthog, man, that Halo Warthog.
Yeah, man.
You can actually
that's
drive
gonna be
it.
awesome. That's gonna be.
Oh yeah, a lot of people hyped about that.
Especially because they got a lot of off-road trucks and stuff in this one. So that's gonna be
it
I
fits
think I'm
right
most
in.
excited
You're right.
about like the off-road and like rally aspect.
yeah, going over the sand dunes. And
Ever
all that.
since E3, when I saw that fucking Chinook come in and just drop your second player into the race,
Oh yeah, like co-op.
fuck, like, like that shit was awesome, man. I cannot
Hell
wait.
yeah. We going to Australia, people.
Hell yeah.
Good night, mate.
I am so excited. That game looks so amazing, and I want to see like when they went to the ocean and stuff like that, or even when they just dropped the jeeps and stuff down for like the co-op.
Oh, yeah, for
my
the Chinooks and
god!
stuff.
I was like,
That was awesome.
what?
I think the coolest thing though is like instead of delaying, they actually went out and said, "Hey, we're going gold." So that's really awesome. So I can't wait to get my hands on this game. Like all the stuff they showing, like the play anywhere. You can play on PC, console, and it's all gonna play together, and it's all gonna be a happy, fun time. I think that's really cool, especially for me because like I have like a wheel and all that kind of stuff, and to be able to like hook up my PC and stuff because my wheel doesn't work on the Xbox One currently until I get a new one. So that's gonna be a lot of fun for me. So I won't have to pay for another game. Just pay one.
Yeah, he's got that Fanatic wheel.
Oh god, don't bring that up. They can talk about that for a while.
You've
But
got
no,
a wheel-
that's cool.
You've got a wheel that makes a Set of Corsa a decent game on PC, but
Yeah.
it's definitely not on console.
No, that's.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would
And-
translate well.
Regarding the Volkswagen, right, cars and stuff, I feel like this game is going to be pretty big. I mean, it's already been hyped since E3 and stuff like that. They'll probably add it with DLC or something. They'll work something out. I mean, they always do. I mean, look at Porsche. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but was the decision like that really nobody played the Volkswagen car, so that's
No,
why?
they had a disagreement. That's why.
Oh, wow.
They had problems with communication with each other. Like, I think they wanted some more money, or they wanted the Volkswagen to be like one of the main cars to show off on like the cover and stuff like that.
Maybe they
And
should have got a
Forza was like, nope.
Volkswagen that was fast then, because they're all so super slow. It's like
dare
Mario
you.
Kart.
How dare you? What about the hippies? What about the hippies?
I know, but like the Volkswagens are always the lame ones that you can start out. Like drive a Volkswagen Golf, that shit ain't
Yeah.
fun.
And then you
know what I
upgrade
mean?
real
Like,
quick when you
yeah.
get that money.
As soon as I get paid, man, I'm buying something better and playing with anything better than Volkswagen. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
Volkswagen did just revealed like this new supercar they came out with. It looks pretty sexy. I
Yeah,
will
so
say.
they wanted to be more part of it. Forza said no, we have different ideas. So then they just said we're not gonna put our cars there. But I feel like eventually when they see the sales of this game or the hype behind this game, then
Yeah.
they can add it later on with
They'll probably
DLC
come
and
around.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Some other
I'm
car
sorry,
packs and stuff.
guys. I'm so sorry.
My bad.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Please put our cars in your game.
We'll give you all the cars.
We'll give
Yeah.
you all the monies.
Wow. Alrighty, so with that being said, we're going to move on to our very first. Well, actually, no, I guess it's our second segment. My bad.
Oh my gosh, today. Alright, Brutal, what you got for us on the end discussion?
Well, I don't think it's any surprise. I think a lot of us have been talking about Hugh a lot. Hugh's coming to us from Fiddlestick Studios under the direction of an awesome dude. We got the privilege of having a really great interview with him. If you haven't heard the interview yet, go listen to it after the show. It's a great game, man. I mean, all of us have played it, I think, on the panel. I streamed it for a while last night. I think you finished the game, didn't you? You and SheWolf finished the game, didn't you?
Yeah, I finished
Yeah,
it.
we did.
Oh, look
Yeah,
at him.
that game's awesome.
I'm like trying to get the collectibles, and oh
Those
my
things are a
god,
pain in the
there's.
ass.
Oh my god,
That's a
are they?
200 Achievo right there.
yeah,
It was. It's freaking wow.
The Chivos are you get a really quick pop of achievements when you first start the game out. It's really nice. The art direction's gorgeous in it. It's a really fun mechanic. If you guys haven't played it yet, you essentially control your environment through manipulating the colors of the environment and making your obstacles disappear. What did you guys think about like the overall like playability of it? Did you enjoy it?
Real quick, Brutal. Thanks to the 110 people watching us right now. You guys are fantastic. We really appreciate it. Love you guys.
Hell yeah!
Go for
Thanks
it,
a
man.
lot, guys. I
We
appreciate
want
it.
them codes.
Yeah,
Another one's coming soon.
Well, we
I'm trying
are.
to figure out who got the first one, but nobody's really
No, it's speaking
came up
up.
and yeah,
Tweet
no
it
one's
out,
saying
tweet it
who-
out, peeps.
Yeah, come on, guys. Let's see who got that first Hue code. But, you know, when it comes to the game is amazing. Like,
Yeah.
it's just so much fun watching you jump between colors and the obstacles. And each room, one of the biggest things I loved about this game was each room you go into is never like the last one. There's always something different, regardless of what you're doing, and I love that about the
Yeah.
game.
One thing
I got
really,
lost. I got lost a little bit in the game.
I did too.
I did too.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I would I'd like
Backtrack.
go someplace, like someplace that I had gone. That was probably the only bad thing that I could say about it. But other than that, even though I'm not like a huge indie fan for the most part, I thought that what they did was something that was different and fun, and the achievements were pretty good. It was difficult at times, but I don't think that it was like overwhelming difficult. You know what I mean? Like it definitely had some difficulty with like the midair changing of the things to land a jump or something.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
a
that
lot
was
of
my
time.
favorite part. That is so awesome.
trying to play it fluidly is really relies on remembering where your colors are spaced out at on that wheel.
Yeah.
Yes, I've found myself so many times like going to jump and then like I'm in the middle of the jump. I'm like, oh fuck, what color? Where is that? Where's fucking pink?
I thought that was great, man. It added nice tension to the game.
No, it was. I completely agree. One thing that really struck me is like the voiceover for the narration was really good.
Oh, Anna? She
Yeah.
had a wonderful voice for it. It was actually really, like, relaxing, and it was really enjoyable to listen to, especially, hearing how in-depth the story was and how many times it took him to actually write that story just made it so much better to actually listen to it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I tweeted at them about the voice acting and the music, and they liked it, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
Has
like
anybody
the
got?
game.
Has anybody else got like towards the end of the game, like where the last 25% with the puzzles and everything, where it like really just ramps up and throws everything in the kitchen sink fucking at you? It's crazy.
Oh my god.
No, I
not
think
at
I'm
that
halfway.
part yet, but
Was it
I think
just
I'm
like-
halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It, just,
I'm getting there.
it gets
I'm
pretty
about
intense.
halfway.
I think if you look at my deaths, I think I have like a total of like 180 deaths or something.
Wow.
You got a couple
Yeah.
holes in the desk too from like pounding your hand through it.
Oh my god.
Oh.
There was some.
Does she go, Hugh?
Yep, she does. I believe it.
No, I don't. Nope. But you know,
Yeah. It's really good.
when it comes to this game, though, I do agree. In the review that we did, I actually had that as a con where the only way to really know some gist of where you're going is to go into the settings and actually click on your map. And that was, if you don't know that it's really there, then you don't really use it. But at the same time, it only actually shows you like the gist of the levels. Like, it doesn't actually show you all the levels. It just shows you like the core, I guess, like chapter, I guess it would be. So it was kind of, I guess that was my one downfall of the game, was I wish there was a little bit of an easier guide system to show you where to go next, because I backtracked a few times. Heck, I
Yeah.
think anyone who
I think
was
we all
watching
said
my-
we got lost a couple times.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if you watched my stream, you actually watched me right at the beginning. I'm like, I have no idea where I'm going. I was so lost.
It's almost like Metroidvania type thing, right?
Yeah,
But they don't
right.
give you a map.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
for-
here you go. Just figure it out, So yeah, I wish they would have gave you like a map
Did
to show
anyone
you like where you haven't been before or whatever.
Did anyone think of like some of the styling cues came from like Limbo? Did they have that kind of like Limbo-esque thing, or is that just me?
I mean, I think that the physics of your character, the way he moves, and I mean, clearly the like shadow character with like the white eyes, like that looks like Limbo. But I mean, the core mechanics of the game are pretty unique that I haven't seen. But I think there was some influence for sure.
I think they were inspired by Limbo, but they also, like, in my opinion, like the colors, and I like that aspect a lot. Like, just the different colors and the.
I mean, to any indie developers, to speak to their inspiration, like drawing from Limbo is not a bad move. I mean, Limbo crushed it. Limbo's known as probably one of the best indies to come out in a long time, and I think going back real quick to the getting lost part. The only drawback to that part that I felt like I was not completing something all the way, like, but at the same time it kind of encouraged the player to kind of explore the environment and kind of take in everything and take in the surroundings and kind of associate yourself with the game. With the game as a whole. So it's not a completely bad thing that it encouraged that adventure part of it, but I did feel like I was missing some stuff at some points.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's a couple of times I was playing and I was like, wait, am I done with that? I don't know. I'm just going to keep going. Oh, new color. So, I mean, eventually, I got distracted. Eventually, I will go back and stuff. So I haven't got lost yet, but I'm only like probably halfway, or I'm getting to halfway and stuff like that. But the game is beautiful, obviously. I did think about Limbo in the beginning, but then all of a sudden this game
Yeah, it
became
changes.
its own.
Yep, I agree.
And I was like, oh, forget Limbo right now. I love this colors, and I love the way the story's going, the music, and then you just get lost in this game, and you kind of forget about the other game that you're comparing it to. So I really, really love it.
Yeah, in our
Yeah,
review
definitely.
too, we were talking about like the story and stuff, and we play a lot of indies, right? And a lot of them don't really have a story, or if it does, it's kind of like tacked on. And this one was like really thought out, like really done well. Great voice acting, like we've already said. Like I can't say enough good things about this game. It's really good. SheWolf, why don't we drop another code, because they're all getting a little antsy.
Yeah,
All right,
105 too. That's pretty damn good.
They
Yeah.
said me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here it
So
goes.
one of
guys.
them.
We have another game code for Hugh from the game developer Henry Hoffman. Here it goes.
Henry.
Get that code. Get that code.
Henry.
Oh, but it's a
Oh,
little.
there it is.
There's a trick to this one, so now people have more of a
Oh.
chance to get it.
Oh,
Find
so-
that missing character, I guess it would be.
Yep.
I'm not saying which one it is.
Yeah, if you guys
Wait,
if you
what?
guys
Is
get
what
it,
is missing?
Post it
Yeah,
up.
I took it. There's a star. You have to find the missing, so people have more of a chance.
You're giving your audience a lot of credit for being intelligent enough to work around that.
Hey,
I'm sure somebody will get it really
I
quickly.
saw this done in TXR, which is why it was a smart idea. So that way it's not just quick fingers. People actually have to. So.
Well, I got you. It is a little bit more fair. I hear you. Because you guys were doing some code drops here one week, and I was entering them in like literally as soon as they dropped, and
People are quick.
it was
man.
like already redeemed, and I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, I
Good
think
luck,
sometimes people have like maybe you can get programs and stuff that enter like kind of really quickly. I don't know.
Shh, don't
Yeah,
get my
any-
ideas. Shut up.
Either way, back to Hugh though. You know.
Ricardo, hang on. Ricardo, he's the one that got the code.
Nice.
Oh, congratulations! I wish
Enjoy the
the
game.
first
Tweet it.
person would actually tell us who got it.
Take a picture
but-
and tweet it.
Yeah, take a picture. Tweet it to what was his name? How's he spell it? Because he spells it
Well,
differently.
it's not actually it's Henry Hoffman, but he's got it. He put Hugh in like both of his names.
though. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
So.
But if you go at
He's
Henry
Henry.
Hoffman,
Henry Hugh Hoffman.
Well, no,
or tweet it to us and we'll tag him in it.
Yeah.
So make sure whoever won the codes, please tweet us on Twitter, and we will shout it out. And again, big congrats to both of you who got it. Ricardo, thank you for telling us you got it. But going back to the actual game though itself, this game is so simple. But when I say simple, I don't mean where it's just easy. There's a lot of challenge because you could be like running through, and like Brutal said, like you could just you have to move your thumb, like it's the thumbstick that controls the color wheel, and one small slip and you could actually like hit the wrong one and then you're gonna fall, like whether it's spikes, boulders, skulls, who freaking knows. Like there's so many different obstacles that you never know what the heck's gonna happen.
Yeah, it gets even more difficult when you're streaming it and GKB's and your game chat just trolling you the whole time.
Come on, man, it was
I
fun.
missed that.
I've died a lot in that game. Like I would remove something and then a boulder would crush me
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Died all the
I was
time.
like, yeah, nice. Now I got to do that shit again.
Yeah, the game is very challenging, and then sometimes you just have a brain fart, and you're like, obviously that's not the right color. Like
Yeah.
pink and purple, you know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
I
That's
agree.
true.
All right, SheWolf.
Take it
Alright.
away.
Well, before we quickly end, you can buy this game on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and you can buy it on PC. There is a discount for it right now. It is on sale for $11.99 for anyone who wants to go pick this game up, and we do highly recommend it. So go and check that out. Regular price is $14.99.
$11.99. That's a hell of a deal.
Yeah, it is.
It's a really
Especially
good
for
price
this
for the
game.
game.
Hell, Soda Drinker Pro was $10.
Whoa, nope.
Just saying.
I'm not getting
Wow.
that game.
Don't even
That's,
mention them in the same sentence.
Yeah, alright. So moving on, we had a new game that actually released on Tuesday, which was, I'm going to say this wrong, I know it, and then I'm going to hear GKB say it over and over again that I say it wrong. Deus Ex. I said it
Durus.
wrong,
Deus.
didn't I?
Where's the R?
Deus Ex?
I don't know where this
really bad. Like I expected Deus Ex, and you said
Deus Ex?
Durus X. Yeah.
I always put an
You got that
R. I don't know
Duracell.
why.
That Duracell battery.
Deus?
Deus Ex. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so what's everyone's impressions on Deus Ex?
I think it's a really cool game. I like the story. It's like a super involved story, much like BioWare games and stuff like that. It's kind of like choose what happens next, and it messes with the story later on. I like the mechanics as far as like the weapons and everything like that. I can't stand the controls. It's a little wonky to me. I don't understand why they put like the crouch and stuff in on like the thumbsticks and all that kind of stuff. It just drives me nuts. I like the shooter layout much better. I do have the Elite controller, so I can change all that kind of stuff. But the graphics are nice. I think everything's really cool. I like the whole premise behind it. I like the story. I think it's a really good game.
Just before, sorry, I don't mean to jump back for a quick second. Someone brought this up in the chat. There is actually a colorblind mode in Hue. So
Yep.
just for anyone who needs to know, there is actually a mode. They did make that.
No matter your blindness, it's there.
Whatever, yeah. So, all right, back to this game. Anyone?
Oh, okay, yeah, Deus Ex.
I was watching,
Yeah, it's a fun. Like for me, I'm not a big fan of Deus Ex. Like I haven't. I'm not a big fan. I just like the last one. I tried to play it, but I felt like people were like, "Well, you can be stealth, or you don't have to be stealth." But I didn't have a good enough weapon not to be stealth, so I got stuck in a part where you're just overwhelmed by enemies. So with this one, I was like, it's probably going to be more of the same, ho hum. So I go in and play it, and there's really a lot of options. Like even with the difficulties, the story stuff, you can be stealth. I do feel like it would be better if it was all third person and then went to first, kind of for the shooting and that kind of stuff. But I like, overall, I think that it's fun. I hate the hacking stuff. Like, lose that shit. Like,
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
hacking
that was the
drives me
worst
nuts,
part
too.
about Watch Dogs too. Like the hacking stuff. That's not fun. I know they're trying to flesh the game out and make it last a little bit longer, but it's frustrating and annoying, and people.
It's like
Ain't
every
got
door you
time for
come
that.
to, you have to like hack it too. It's not
Yeah,
like
and ain't nobody got time for that. I don't want to die like 20,000 times every time, you know? It's ridiculous. But yeah, overall, I think the game is actually pretty damn good. So
Brutal, what about you? Have you played it?
I haven't played it yet. I've been dumping all my money into freaking indie games. But I was watching GKB's stream and I enjoyed it. I mean, I've played the Deus Ex like franchise. I'm kind of impartial to it. I'm not a huge fan, but I don't hate it either. I think that the game looks excellent. Um, somebody was saying in the chat, and I saw a couple reports of that too. And I wanted to ask you guys that have played it. Did you guys notice any like screen tearing stuff or like any like lagging? Because I've seen a couple reports of the game kind of being bad with that.
I
I haven't noticed it.
Yeah, I haven't noticed it either, man. I haven't gotten into any like super huge battles with a ton of stuff going on yet. So I've gotten into some skirmishes and stuff, but I haven't seen anything major. No slowdown.
Well, that's good to hear. I mean, I'm probably definitely gonna pick it up, man. I've dropped so much money on like pre-orders for this holiday season coming up.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Oh yeah,
I
October.
mean,
I hear you. I got a lot of stuff like this one. Just thankfully, I was able to get review code for it or whatever. So it wasn't originally one that I was going to get. So yeah, it's kind of been a pleasant surprise at this point. So yeah, I'm going to review it. And yeah, so overall, I think just as a person who's not really, I'm kind of like you, Brutal. I'm indifferent. I don't, I'm not like a fan. I don't hate them. I just, stealth games usually aren't my thing. The fact that this one says flat out, hey, you don't have to be stealth, but you can, or you can do half and half, do however you want. And I kind of dig that.
Yeah, I'm definitely in that boat as well. I saw GKB playing it. It looks pretty cool. The hacking looked horrible.
Yes.
I was frustrated with that, and I was like, oh my god, no.
Yeah.
But I see good reviews. Like this one, I mean, Deus Ex and Hue are up there higher than No Man's Sky in reviews, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, No Man's Sky.
Yep.
I'm really happy to hear that you
They're on
guys
top.
are enjoying it though.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it'll probably push me over to go to get it.
Yeah, it's a good time.
To answer Citizen's question in the chat, no, the first playthrough, I'm just kind of just having fun. I'm not really, going stealth or anything like that. I do stealth parts, but I'm just playing the game just to have fun. The next playthrough, yeah, I'm going to go 100% stealth and not kill anything.
I'm interested to see how this this pacifist achievement works with the bosses. I'm
Well,
not
they said you don't have to kill any of them, so...
right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I just want to see how that works. I guess I'm just thinking in a traditional mindset. You got to beat a boss that's not there anymore to get past it. But I don't know. I'm excited to see.
You have options. You can either do something for them, beat them, or or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's
Right,
not like, yeah. So it's an interesting aspect for sure.
Absolutely.
I don't really have too much to say on the game, sadly. I didn't really play it, and I kind of watched GK play it a bit, but that was about the gist of it.
Everybody's watching me play games. What's going on?
Well...
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because it's
Beam.
easier than...
Hashtag
Oh.
beam.
Hashtag
Go
beam.
Yeah.
figure that somebody wants to watch you play a game while you stream it.
Yeah.
Don't be salty.
Yeah, like,
Gosh.
why are you guys in the chat? Gosh.
God,
Now
saltiness,
that's
man.
more weight. What? No. For anybody, hey, make sure you guys check out GKB's Beam. Help us hit 100. We are at 97 followers, so come on, let's hit that 100 mark for GKB. It is
Getting it tonight.
GKBX on Beam, so make sure you check that out.
Yeah, man, I'm streaming all the time on there. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's.
Getting them achievos on stream.
Yeah, it is.
Screaming like a girl on. I mean, what?
No, that's. Wait, who screamed like a girl yesterday? Was it yesterday? Timefall. Someone was screaming like a girl, and I said I was gonna call it out on the console corner, and now I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, I remember you saying that too, and I can't remember who it was.
Was it Tim? Was it your friend Tim?
No. Australians don't scream like girls.
Somebody
So-
screamed like a girl.
I got a question for you. Like,
Okay.
I know how we all like hate remasters and stuff, but there's this cool one coming up that you're gonna get like 3 games together.
Oh my God! How dare you? How dare you bring this
Yes,
up
that
right
is a
now?
perfect segue into the next topic, which is how excited is everyone for the BioShock
Oh hell
remasters
yeah!
releasing
Oh God.
September 13th. There was a 14-minute first gameplay, I guess you would
Of each
say,
of them.
of the game. So, what did everybody think of BioShock?
I think it looks really good. Like honestly,
Beautiful.
yeah,
looks
like
tasty.
it looks really good. I was really surprised. I didn't think it would look as good as it did. Because I thought they were just gonna 1080p 60 and not do much to it. But it looks like they refreshed a lot of the assets and textures and all that kind of stuff too. So. I think
Hey,
it
and to
looks-
those that complain about the remasters and shit, this is the last time they're going to do it since the generation things are coming to an end. It's just like your library is going to come with you, so they're going to put out these games, and you're going to be able to play them whenever, and they're going to look good. You know what I mean? And I'm glad because look, a lot of people complain about this shit. Look, I played the third BioShock. I loved it. It was one of my top games of the generation. I never played the DLC for it, so I'll get to go back and play the DLC. I never played BioShock 1 or 2. So I'll get to play 3 of what people think are obviously some of the best games of last generation for a $60 price tag. That's a hell of a deal. I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? Like you can sit there and argue. If you don't want it, then don't get it. But it's an option, you know. And maybe this could help fund BioShock 4. You never know.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
So,
I've always been a fan of these kind of like dystopian type games, and just
sort of like how We Happy Few was gonna be.
Oh.
Hold on.
Where's Chicken
Hold
at?
up. Oh,
Chicken,
Chicken's gonna
come
leave
on,
the
bro.
chat. How dare you?
Come on, chicken.
I'm with you, Chicken. I like We Happy Few, bro. I'm with you, bro.
I'm just excited to hear that fucking clown machine again. Welcome to the circus of value.
Oh yeah.
That fucking creepy motherfucker.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Hmm.
Hey, Crap,
I'm
you didn't get to
excited.
play 1 and 2, right? You only played Infinite?
I only played Infinite.
How dare you? I'm kidding.
Yeah, well, you know what? The first 2, I thought they were all more like survival horror or something.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they definitely are.
So I wasn't sure.
Me and Crab were like opposites. I never finished Infinite, but I played the first 2 and they were amazing. But
yeah.
I'm
So,
just
well,
excited to go back and play all of them, to be honest. Dude, it was a fun and exciting game, so to see it actually on Xbox One, like I didn't beat them, but I kind of, watched GKB and I kind of like went through a few like levels and stuff like that, but to actually get to complete the game on Xbox One, I think I'm going to really enjoy that.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Like, it brought back
Yeah.
so many memories of like BioShock and stuff when
Yeah.
I was watching a gameplay and I was just like, oh yes, I can't wait to get back into this. I love the RPG elements. Like, it's pretty huge there. You can do a lot of cool stuff, upgrading and all that kind of stuff. The enemies are creepy as hell and jump at you, and a lot of jump scares. I don't know how Crap's gonna like that, but but yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I can't wait for it. Where the hell's our Batman?
whoa.
I
No.
don't know.
Whoa.
I don't know. Me and Crap
Yeah.
were on that train. We wanted them Batman
it
games.
I wanted them
Just
during the
fell off
summer.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
here, man.
radar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted it too, but I don't know what happened there. I didn't even play them on the 360.
Has there been any update on have they said when they were thinking about actually releasing it, or I haven't seen anything.
I
else
thought
about
there
it.
was. I thought it was like coming out.
Gonna be a holiday release maybe.
Oh no.
No, I thought it was
better
like
be
a
early next year.
No, yeah, I thought it was like a January release.
I
or
mean, that would be
something.
smart. But everybody's thinking about that Batman Telltale though. That's why. Who care about the other one? Am I right?
Yeah. All right. Well, one topic I would like to actually move into while we're actually on talking about remasters and stuff like that, and the fact of Batman being delayed, I just want to actually get everyone's opinion on The Division was a really hyped game.
Oh boy.
And yeah, well, it was a really hyped game when it first came out, but now Ubisoft is actually delaying any future DLC and focusing only on the core game experience. What do you guys think about that?
Brutal clapping, so
clapping.
I think he's happy about it.
That's a good move, man.
Yeah.
They've been trying to release DLC and it's still been fucked. Like that game had so much potential. I was so excited about it. I'm more excited to see Jake Gyllenhaal in the movie now.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like for me, like SheWolf and I, we played the betas like crazy, like 50 something hours in them. So when we got it, we blew through the main game in like a couple of days. We were already like max level, and then we started doing the dark zone and all that kind of stuff. We were having a great time.
Gonzalez.
I mean, yeah, but we were still having a great time. Like we were helping other people like level and doing the other like daily stuff and trying to complete the game and everything like that, like 100% it. And then they dropped like these DLCs. It started getting boring. The incursions weren't all that great. The Dark Zone really didn't have much to go in there, but just go in there and troll people. There was no modes, which I didn't think at first would be a problem. But then it turns out for like longevity, it kind of is, and we need like those team-based kind of stuff. So I mean, they tried adding a couple things like they drop stuff in the middle and at random points, and then people would just shoot out and all that kind of stuff, which was cool. But after that, it even lost its luster. So yeah. I think it's kind of sucky that they're delaying the future of the DLC, though. I mean, a lot of people are looking forward to that stuff.
Did I see somewhere that they're bringing players in to get
they're bringing
feedback on the development of it, or like the fix?
Yeah, but I mean, here's the point though: is like at this point, everybody's moving on. There's so many games coming out now.
Exactly.
We're gonna be playing like probably the games that are coming out right now until next year, and then you're getting those games and. Like, who's gonna go back to this? Like, Destiny's, their next expansion's coming out. Like,
Oh my god!
I think it's
Destiny's
just gonna
got
get
that
lost in the
strong
shovel.
Community.
Yeah, they have
So,
a
yeah.
huge, strong. And I was one of those ones that was like, man, I think the Division, has a chance, and da 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 da. And I hate to say it, typical
I think
Ubisoft.
We were all there.
It's they did what they did. So
Did you guys hear the rumor that Destiny might be going free to play?
I did hear that.
What? No.
Yeah, like the base game, I
They
guess.
tweeted about it. They said it wasn't true.
Oh,
yeah, I heard
okay.
about that. Yeah, they fixed it real quick. They were like,
No,
no, we're not
that's
doing
not
that.
happening. We want your
Yeah.
monies for
It-
that DLC.
It was some kind of glitch or something, and everybody found it and stuff. But
Basically, the base game is cheap
Yeah.
anyway. It's like $10, but
yeah.
yeah. So.
But there's no way you can get that game now. They're not making any more of those, so you could only buy them used, like on GameStop or stuff like that. And they're only gonna make the ones that already include the DLC. But yeah, the other thing they already like debunked it or whatever.
Yeah,
So
I
then,
don't
could you
know.
actually technically sell it for like $800 on eBay or something because you can't get it no more, and if you only have the original.
No,
Yeah, there's a
it's-
whole bunch of them in GameStop. No.
Yeah, everybody took theirs back.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Like,
you were.
this thing
They have that
sucks.
big deal where if you traded in the first one, you got like so much
Yeah.
money off the Taken King and everything. So.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them out there. Whether somebody didn't like the game or whether they traded up. So yeah, you could get those anywhere basically. But
Interesting.
when it comes to Division, though, I mean, I guess that's good. Like, better late than never, I guess. But, like, GKB has some great points. I mean, what about the DLC? What about the people? They're still dedicated and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Oh, I beat you to it first, JKB.
Ah.
Oh my god. She didn't
Question,
even pay attention to
guys!
me,
Come on,
people.
questions! It is now question time. So if you have
Ouch.
any questions you would like to actually ask the panel, please throw them in the chats now, and we will be honored to answer them.
Wait, you didn't say anything about Division. You were a big Division person.
Well.
Don't you even
because
try
I
and
haven't
backtrack,
played it.
okay?
What?
Don't you even try and backtrack on it. You know you loved it.
Truthfully, I don't really have much to say about it anyways. I haven't played it, so I don't really... I paid for the DLC, but not like I've played any of it, so it don't matter to me.
Yeah,
Fix
but do you
it.
think it's a good move? Like they're stopping to fix the game and then come back maybe next year at some point.
Too late.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like too late.
It's kind of feel like I'm already kind of past it. Like I don't know, maybe I might go back to it. I don't know.
You know what the problem is with the Division is that the story was relatively short. Once you put, I mean, how long was the story actually? Something like, I think you could beat it in like under 10 hours, right?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Especially if you got a good crew.
Yeah. So you beat it, and like that was, to me, was the best part, was playing through that stuff with my friends, and there hasn't been any more story stuff. So like when you release something like this or like Destiny, I think it's got to, because I like the story, I liked it. We call it the Division, and it was fun, and we played it a lot. And then once that story was up, and here we are all this time later, no more story content. A lot of everybody glitching and cheated. You know what I mean? Like that's not fun. They should have had the game ready to go and from the beginning, and had some content ready to go. And that's like one of the things that I say with Sea of Thieves. Like I hope they really have a lot of content ready to go, because you need a steady influx of content with those types of games.
Yep.
Yeah, when you market these games, like these games are marketing these titles as like these epic adventures, right? I mean, between Destiny, even the Division, like I was so excited. I'm a big fan of like the MMO platform, and seeing the Division, I thought it was going to be great. I was hoping they would learn from some of the mistakes that Destiny had when they launched, and some of the criticism that Destiny got.
Remember when everybody was like, Destiny who? It'll be dead when the Division comes out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, more like the Division died after Destiny like brought out same shit they've always had out. That's the funny part. All right, we actually have some questions, so we're gonna jump into them. Beachfire says, 30 shows in, what is your favorite show moment from the console corner?
Oh man,
I really liked the Q&A show that we had.
Yeah,
I thought that was a good one, and I also really enjoyed our E3 reaction series we did.
Oh, that was a fun but grueling time. Oh my God.
Yeah. I remember all like
at night.
chatting back and forth with each other like before the shows. We're like, "You guys ready for this one?"
Yeah.
I have to say one of my most memorable moments for Console Corner is when GKB and Brutal both like skipped out on me, and I had to like host the show for the very first time, and I had to get I got 9 of like the major YouTubers all into one thing, and we all just they all pretty much took over the show, and I just got to.
To be fair, I did catch the end of the show.
Yeah, even Crap was there, and he was sick.
I was sick as hell. Well, because she didn't ask me. She didn't say, "Oh, well, GKB and Brutal can't make it." Or
wait! You just said I didn't ask you. I did ask you. I just didn't tell you the reason why. Because I didn't want people to feel sorry for me. I just wanted to be like, okay, I'll ask. If they say no, then it's okay.
Yeah. So, when I found out,
crazy.
and then Mooch was there, and then Rand came in, and it ended up being a really. I think Southbound joined.
Yeah.
It was that was a shit ton of people watching that day too. That was a good time.
Yeah.
And obviously,
that's
anytime
crazy.
that I'm on is a good time.
Nice. Good one.
Wow. And he wonders why he says
called
he's
this-
banned all the time. What? Oh.
It's legit. You were banned.
No, I
Yes.
said why he says.
Oh well,
You
yeah.
gotta listen to the
I'm
words.
banned occasionally.
All right, Fox, what about you?
Go for it.
I'm gonna go cliche moment right now.
Oh.
Episode 6, when I came out of nowhere,
The first time you were on.
when I was all shy, and was like, "Hi, can I say something?"
Yeah,
Yo,
you're like
and now
a
I'm running this
million
shit.
times.
I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
exactly. She's like a million times more in your face now. I'm like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Even from the
Yeah.
last time I was on, she's all just shooting the shit and doing. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's coming
so
to
go
her
back
own.
and listen to episode 6, and then you can leave some comments to laugh at me.
That would be good. Yo, we should totally do that.
That was my debut.
Oh,
That was so
yeah.
funny.
Man, I have so many. Just being able to do the show all the time and meeting a bunch of new YouTubers, bringing them on the show and talking to them for the first time is fantastic. Some of the times when we had Crap Mooch and all those guys that we looked up to as YouTubers and stuff.
Aw, he's so sentimental.
Shut up! I don't care about you guys. Whatever. And then just rocking out with the community all the time is always fantastic, and seeing how much they love the show and how it's grown and everything. It's just I just love this show. It's fantastic. I love all the
It's
shows.
grown a lot. Look at all the
I
stuff
mean, look,
that we
you
have.
guys get
Intro
over
and
100
shit.
people watching, and I mean, you guys have really kind of. I'm really proud of you guys. I'm not saying that I had anything to do with it, but you guys definitely have improved your show and all that stuff. So it is cool because I'm friends with all you guys, and it's nice to see that the community grows. And there's still good people in the community. There's a lot of assholes, but there's still.
Well, what about you, Crap? You've seen pretty much every one of our episodes.
You've been on a few.
What do you have a favorite moment?
You know what? I
Console
really
Corner?
like the one where I know this sounds like because it was yours too, like where everybody joined in because you weren't even sure you were going to be able to do one, and I was sick and I was still like my throat was killing me, and I was just like I hopped in and Brand and South.
I've never hosted a show before.
Yeah. And so we all just came in and everybody kicked in.
I was texting her for support. That was funny.
Yeah, like everybody kicked in, and that was what it's all about, in my opinion. You know what I mean? That kind of epitomized to me what what it was all. When people go out of their way to do that for you, then I think that's great, and I think that proves that you're likable and good people, and they want to help you out or whatever when stuff's down. So I think that's cool. And that was probably. For me, that was really awesome. I was like, hey, man, the community is really good. Because if you guys remember, I told you, I was like, I was very shut off from the community for a long time because most of them will backstab you and talk shit behind your back.
Drinking that haterade.
Yeah. And now, so, like, yeah, that kind of, like, proves the opposite is there as well. Yeah, there's bad, but there's also good. So, yeah, that was probably definitely the best one.
I don't remember exactly what episode it was, but if anyone hasn't seen it, go back and look for one where there was like 9 people. It was pretty crazy. So.
Yeah.
I mean, the show hasn't done bad for a casual podcast, has it?
No.
Casual.
All right. So the next question is: if you had to choose an Xbox franchise, which would you pick to make into a movie?
Oh man, everybody's gonna. I mean, the initial one is probably like Halo, but I'm gonna go with like Fable.
Gears. Yeah.
Fable.
They've talked about it recently. I mean, not recently, but they talked about it before.
Gears would be cool too, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Was the question for an exclusive, or was it just for?
Just any. It's just
general?
any
It's an
Xbox
franchise. So.
Yeah, so it'd have to be. Yeah.
Shit. I don't know.
I want Forza. I want like a Need for Speed or like a Fast and Furious Forza movie. Yeah, there we go.
Please no, don't ruin Forza for me. Please don't do that.
I'd like to see. I'd like to see.
They go to Tokyo Drift.
I forgot. I forgot. They actually did a Need for Speed movie, which apparently wasn't all that great. So.
Why did it have Breaking Bad in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesse Pinkman.
But that's about it though. I mean.
That's all it had going for it. No, I don't know. I haven't watched it. So, all right. So next question is: do you think Sony will market the PlayStation 4 Neo, a console that beat the Xbox One S, or just sell it as a full 1080p VR experience, or just a weak Scorpio contender?
Ooh.
Well, if you see what the media is doing, they're propping that thing up as calling it a 4K machine. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's called the PS4K or something like that, and they really kind of prop it up as being a big 4K thing, even though it's basically just upscaling shit. You know what I mean?
I saw your video about that. That was a good video.
Yeah. All my videos are good.
No, that one was good. Shut up. A crate's end is the best one.
A crate's end. Man, you know, like, I have fun with that shit. Like, sometimes I'll just be thinking of something, and I'll be laughing when I'm, like, working with a dog or something, and I'll just be out. Or I'll be driving, and I'll be like, that shit's going to be funny. You know, like, I just start laughing, and people look at me like I'm crazy. But, yeah, so.
For me, if Sony's smart, I think they should stay away from the whole 4K thing and just push it towards, like, their PlayStation VR kind of stuff. And just get their people around that and wait for their next console to come out or whatever they want to do. But right now they don't really have an answer for Xbox with this stuff coming out.
I think they should do it as the best PlayStation experience that you could get. I think that's what they should do, because for sure it'll be 1080p, for sure it'll be the best VR. So they should do it that way instead of trying to go head to head, and they might get beat down. So yeah.
Speaking of PlayStation, another question is from Predator. What console bundle will PlayStation launch with?
Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, the new one. That's right.
They don't really have any. I mean, I'd say Gran Turismo, but that's not coming out.
Well, they could do Last Guardian.
Yeah.
That's very niche though.
They're gonna they're gonna do Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's mainstream all day.
Yeah, and they don't have the Star Wars all day. Yeah. And they don't have the Star Wars sticker to slap on there this gen or this year. So I mean, what are they gonna do? You think they'll do the Destiny DLC?
No, I think they beat that horse already. I don't know.
Who knows? Man.
Hey, they were bold enough to release a fucking console, a white console for DLC.
That's true.
Right? I think that's the one Mooch has. What up, Mooch?
Oh, the second one?
You. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I actually like the Division, the Destiny White PlayStation. I did. I actually liked that one.
That one
you
had
should
a
buy
little drawing on it, right?
No, it's okay.
Didn't
But
it
it
have,
was
like, the
still
map?
cool.
She's like, no, it's okay.
It has a little map
It was like
stitching or
gold.
something.
Yeah, something like that. It was like gold and white, but it looked cool.
Yeah.
It was-
Mooch has. Maybe Mooch will sell you his old one.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll mooch it off him.
Oh, mooch it.
So, alright, so here's another question. Gamerscore says, who is the best player?
Who's the best player?
Best player? Like
This
gamer?
one says- yeah, I guess.
Hell,
Technically, we all are at our own games.
I think it depends. Like I'm probably the worst at Halo, but I'm pretty good at Gears and Titanfall.
I don't know. Well, people want me to step out of my, little comfort zone, so I'm gonna say me. Me all day,
Wow,
every game.
So, Fox
Fox is
does
pretty
kill it on
beast mode.
Destiny, dude. Fox.
And Halo,
kills
she's
it
pretty
on
good
Destiny
too.
That's
and
why they
Halo.
didn't let me play too much on Halo. They kept telling me to back out so they could have
we
other
didn't.
people.
You
Oh,
Don't lie,
stop
girl.
that.
Don't lie.
Stop
Hey,
that right
you guys in the community, I played like 3 matches. Come on.
You offered.
You saw the show. You saw the community game night. You know.
Yeah, you saw
Yeah, I
LP.
recorded
Come on
that
now.
shit, and there was audio.
Yeah.
Nice try.
So yeah, the answer is me. Let's go to the next one.
Okay.
My answer for that question is like we're all pretty cool because we like to all hang out with you guys and us and play games together. So
Oh, he's so sweet tonight.
I
What's
know.
going on? What's
It's
going
all
on?
like
No, bro. God
Oh,
damn.
after console
puppies
corner.
and flowers.
Get it, girl.
crap me
After console corner.
crap
Get
got
it, girl.
me into that let's save the world kind of thing. with
Oh
this
hell yeah! That's what I was doing before I got
peace,
I came
love,
on
and
here.
happiness and all.
Exactly.
Don't start throwing bananas out windows.
Until I go on Xbox Nation tomorrow and it's gonna be
Oh
all
my
freaking
god.
hell.
Alright, so here's another question we got. What's going to be the launch game for Project Scorpio?
Forza.
Forza 7 and probably Crackdown 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say we answered this last week. No offense to whoever asked that. I said Crackdown. GKB said Forza.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Well,
about-
Forza comes every year, so Forza
Yeah.
7 is going to be that 4K 60
It just lines up with the time
experience.
frame.
Yeah,
Yeah, plus,
Yeah.
like, Forza is a really good platform to showcase that technology onto.
yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Hey, which one? Here's a real question: will Forza 7 release before GT Sport? I mean,
Oh my god.
Don't know.
Oh man, I think we all know the answer.
yeah, that's what I'm. I mean, could there possibly be 5 Forza games out before one GT game? I mean, come on, get out of here. If that happens, Sony just needs to pack that shit in.
Yeah, they do. Alright, I got 2 more questions that are pretty good. One is the Friday the 13th game is coming out soon. Which classic movie franchise would you like to see adapt into a game? Image a game based on the original Die Hard using today's tech or T2. Oh, I think he answered his own question.
Or
I think
Terminator
he's giving
2.
us an option, either Die Hard or Terminator.
Oh.
I've never seen Terminator, so.
Honestly,
What?
I want to
God,
see.
crap,
I want to
crap,
see.
You just
What?
made me throw up all over my keyboard.
I want to see Nightmare on Elm Street.
That'd be cool. Texas Chainsaw
That would
Massacre.
be a really cool.
Whoa, that's pretty scary.
franchise.
I think Halloween because Michael Myers,
Halloween,
like that's a
yeah, Michael
game that
Myers.
people play on Call of Duty anyway. Like there's a way to do that. Like I remember everybody, hey Crappy, let's play Michael Myers or whatever. So, yeah, I think that like Michael Myers and would be something cool to play. So it'd be sort of I guess like that Friday the 13th game, but I'm digging it. I'm looking forward to that Friday the 13th game as well.
So am I. I
Heck
want to
yeah,
play
man.
it.
That thing looks good.
I
Yeah.
grew up on those movies, so.
I think Texas Chainsaw would be really cool as like
Ooh,
a
I
horror
want a silver
survival game.
bullet.
I agree, Brutal. Texas
Silver
Chainsaw.
bullet. Oh, you're agreeing with him.
Yeah, forget
Fine.
That's
you.
right. You
Fine.
know where
So
GKB's heart lies.
clearly.
I think Beastfire had a question too about do we think BioShock is going to overshadow ReCore?
No, that was Gamer X1.
Oh, Gamer.
That was actually the
Sorry,
next
Gamer.
question I was going to ask was, of course, from Gamer X1 says, do you think BioShock Collection will overshadow ReCore?
Not for this gamer because I'm getting ReCore. I'm
Yeah,
playing that
but
first.
I mean,
Recore.
I think they're completely different. Look, people that are expecting ReCore to sell them like millions of copies are crazy. You
I'm
know,
not
it's gonna. I think they want it to go by word of mouth. I think it's going to be reviewed pretty well. You know, I'm excited to see what they do with it. You know what I mean? Like how it does. But I mean, we'll never know exactly what it does. You know, Microsoft doesn't really share those numbers. You know, hopefully people support it. If you're an Xbox fan, I think that you should definitely get out there
Absolutely.
and support your damn games. You know.
Absolutely.
I
I
think it depends.
don't expect it to sell like a million or anything like that. I want it to. I want to see all new IPs do that actually, so we can get some more or sequels and stuff like that. I just want new stuff to do well. I want to see new franchises and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I want everything to sell well. So, I don't know.
I think
Day
ReCore is
one.
going to do good, so we'll see.
Yeah. I'm going to get Recore. I'm not getting BioShock, even though BioShock does look really good. I can wait.
Alright, so before we end this, one last question is, are you reviewing the turning test? We have tried to get a code, but we have not heard anything yet. I don't know if anyone else on the panel has got a review code for
I
us,
have
or-
one. I'm gonna be reviewing it.
I hate you so much, dude. I fucking loved the Numa series, and I'm looking forward to Turing Test
Oh,
so much.
yeah.
Like the whole design and idea behind the game looks awesome to me.
It's pretty good, and I'm not really a puzzle guy, but you know, it's I have to say it's pretty good because the embargo lifted. So,
Oh, nice.
Doesn't that come out
Yeah.
today or tomorrow?
yeah,
Isn't it already out? Or
I think
I
it
think
came
it
out
came
today
out
on Steam, and then I think it
Oh,
comes
okay.
out. Yeah, so
yeah, I saw some
So-
people talking about it.
Craft's gonna do a review on it. If you want to see one from us, let me know. I'm getting the game for sure because I want that game, and I
Oh,
can do
you
a
know they
review for
want
you.
it.
Yeah, it'll just have to be
Yeah.
after release, possibly.
That's definitely gonna be a stream for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, so with that being said, we appreciate each and every one of you for coming out and hanging out with us. We really appreciate the 100 people that stayed watching throughout the whole show.
You guys are awesome.
Yes, everybody is definitely awesome, and
happy 30th show, guys.
Heck yeah, man.
thank you.
Can't believe it's been 30 already.
Community game time is every Saturday. I have no idea what the game is. I didn't put a poll up, so
We'll figure something out. You know we
Maybe
do.
Yeah.
because we can play with crap.
well. But the problem is there's no private
Oh, never mind.
matches.
I'm like, oh, never mind.
Boom.
So
We could have different rooms.
Two.
well, yeah, we could
Same
we
party.
could always do like
Doom.
yeah. Okay, we'll figure it out. Anyways,
You could
Come
actually
join
do
us.
Doom now because I have it. So
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I
Doom.
said it.
we now have permission to be able to. Anyways, so community game time
Boom.
is every Saturday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you guys check it out. It's on Xbox One. Everyone is welcome. We do stream it on Beam as well,
So if you
so
can't make
whoever
it-
doesn't join in can join into the chat. So.
We get this question a lot. How can people join? Please add SheWolf, Fox, Brutal Crap, anybody on Xbox. They're the regulars always. They're playing, so just join us into the chat when we make it. It goes quick in the chat, but you're always eligible to play the game with us. But there's only 16 spots in the chat, and I apologize for that. We can't get everybody in there. We wish we could, but we
Lately,
will
it's
get you in
been
the
like
game.
12.
But you
Well,
can
the chat's been kinda
DM
wonky.
you can DM one of the gamers on this panel and get queued in so that we can try to get you into the next round. We do try to make sure everybody does at least get a few rounds in during the night, so we do not
Yeah.
try to leave anybody out.
Everyone's pretty good with like taking like seats out
Yep.
for some matches and
Yes.
stuff. Kind of
Yeah, I know I am. Ahem.
There's usually enough people playing where you can get like a couple games going. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Blades too. He backed out last time.
Yeah. So with that being said, now we'll go through each of these gamers and let them give their outros and where you can reach them and so on and so forth. So we will start off with Crap Gamer. Maybe.
Hey, Krabby.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I had my shit muted. My bad.
Oh.
very,
We
very
need it.
unprofessional. Yes.
That always happens. One of us does it.
That's because I was sneezing. I've been sneezing like crazy.
Nah,
and
he
I've
was
been trying
farting.
to-
He don't want to tell
No.
you guys.
Hey,
Wow.
guess what? I'm gonna have my mayonnaise jar ready for next
No,
month.
don't you dare! Oh man, if people only knew
Wait,
what
yes.
happened in that
Nothing.
chat.
What?
Nothing. Anyway, so yeah, you
Mayonnaise?
guys can- yes, mayonnaise.
Somebody better fill me in after.
After the
Post
show.
show.
Post show.
You don't
Oh
wanna
man,
know.
I'm gonna get messages. Gross.
Yeah, so anyway, you guys can hit me up on Twitter at @the_crapgamer. Check out my channel at Crap Gamer Reviews. I just a video went live at 8 about Gran Turismo. Kind of funny.
Sabotage.
Yeah, sabotage. I do it all the time. You know, this stuff's just scheduled, so
Yeah, we know.
yeah, and yeah, so I appreciate you guys unbanning me to let me on here, and I look forward to tomorrow Xbox Nation with at least a couple of these people. So
Yeah.
hopefully it's not raining too bad and I have power, because if you guys don't know, Florida tropical depression.
Yep.
So
May
hopefully,
lose all of us.
yeah. So yeah, hopefully. So yeah, thank you. Back 'em up.
There it is.
Awesome. And of course, he is the most. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna move on to Brutal.
What's up, guys? Always a good show. This is a good show. I had a good time.
Can I
time.
do
Dude,
the
you better
voice?
cheer up,
Come
bro.
find me on.
Come on,
Do the
man.
voice.
Come find me on
Creepy.
Twitter.
Be Mr. Creepy.
You can find me on Beam. I'd love for you guys to come give me a follow, come chat, come get some drinks.
Yeah.
We've been playing an achievement drinking game on Beam the past
It's
couple streams.
hilarious.
Yeah, I drank all my
achievement
drinks.
you got to take a drink.
I
Shout
drank
out
all
to
my.
Beastfire, been killing it. And then Fox had to drink all of her drinks where she got to the point where she was drinking orange Fanta. But
Yeah, I got all my drinks were gone. I was
is
like,
what it
no.
yeah, that's
I'm sure she was
that's it, man.
drinking soda the whole time.
We got Shop Podcast
Oh.
on Saturday.
Well, no.
And shout out to Jay Williams, shout out to Manny Tattoo Artist for the artwork. And thank you, everybody, as always, for coming out and enjoying the show with us. I'm out.
Next, we got is Foxfire.
SheWolf talking shit. Anyway. Thanks to everybody in the chat for hanging out with us in the sexiest damn podcast on Tuesday nights.
Hashtag facts.
Yeah. And you guys in the community, you guys are the best. You the best. And you can follow me on Twitter, Beam, Twitch, YouTube. Check me out. Send me messages. Cool. Thanks. Bye.
Wow, that was quick. That was quick and simple. GKB.
What's up, everybody? We got the crazy dog.
Shout out to Brutal's dog.
Yep. He wanted to say hi. So yeah, you can find me at Gamers Knows Best on YouTube and Twitter. I'm GKB on Xbox, so add me, please. We always play games with everybody. No problem. Just send me an invite. If I can, I will join and play. Yeah, we stream on Beam. You're going to be on Xbox Nation tomorrow. It's always a fantastic time on Xbox Nation. Then we'll be on the Shop Podcast with Blam. And then back on the Council Kona and Community Game Time. Oh, man, we got so much stuff going on. But yeah, thanks, guys. We really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button. We love you guys. You're awesome.
Don't forget to check out that
Awesome.
interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, I was your host for this episode. I am SheWolf. You can find me on Twitter at xSHEWULFx. You can find me on Xbox One at the exact same thing. There is a ICXM article for the community that will be releasing tomorrow. Please check it out. It is going to talk about all the amazing graphic artists that we deal with each and every
Yay.
day. So this is going out to them as they are a big part of this community. So make sure you check that out as it releases sometime tomorrow or Thursday. And then, of course, you can find me on Xbox Nation tomorrow with these guys and back here on Console Corner, Gamers Knows Best, and all that fun stuff. So make sure you check everything out just because everybody is amazing, of course. So thanks, guys.
Wrap 'em up.
See ya. Take care of your fellow gamers.